Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got a cool little car today. It's a 1966 Mustang, little coupe, nice little car, C code 289 V8 with an automatic transmission, C4 transmission, 280 rear gears in the rear, and really cool little car. C code's the fifth digit in the VIN, which is a C, which is 289 two barrel. So it is a factory V8. If it had a T, that'd be a 6-cylinder, and then A for a 4-barrel, and then K for high performance. It is an automatic. It's 280 gears in the rear as well. So super cool little car. Originally sold at Galpin Ford in North Hills, California. If you ever heard of them, major high performance dealer back in the day, even though this isn't a high performance Mustang, but the family lived in that area down there, and then they bought it from them. And if you look them up, they've had some really cool stuff. They were one of the first dealers that had Shelby Cobras and GT350s, I think, along with Task Ford. So just kind of a little history there. Doesn't really mean anything. It's just this is where that car was bought. And then with the Los Angeles DSO. But really, really neat little car. The original owners lived in California, but then they also had a place in Hawaii. So they would move it back and forth a few times since they owned it. Their son, they gave it to their son in, I don't know, probably it was like 10, 15 years ago. And so he had it and then moved it back over here and enjoyed it for quite a while. So he had called me up, knew we were into Mustangs a little bit, and we went ahead and bought it. And then a friend of mine found out that I had it and immediately came over and bought it from us. So we were destined to put it on Bring a Trailer a year ago, a little over a year ago, but he's decided to do some other things, and so we bought it back from him. And here we go on Bring a Trailer at no reserve. So I'll do a little walk around, show you different things about it. Look at the photos, look at the pictures, look at the comments, look at the bat write-up, and watch this video. If you have questions, call me, email me, and we would be glad to answer for sure. But just use those as all tools to the auction. And you can look us up on our website. It's Denwerks, DENWERKS.com. And then again, this is on, if you're on YouTube, it's on Bring a Trailer Auctions, and you can go to our comments there on the YouTube channel there and hit the link. So we'll walk around it. And originally candy apple red, which you see today with the black interior. And when I got it, it had hubcaps and just regular steel wheels, 14-inch wheels. So we decided to put some American Racing Torque Thrust D wheels, Cooper Cobra tires. They're 215/70 14s, and they've got about, 30 miles on them. When we originally had it, we went through all the brakes on it, and after my friend got it, he had it for a while. He had the transmission rebuilt. So it has the original transmission, we believe, and it's been completely rebuilt. He put a Holley Adventure carburetor on it. We'll show you underneath the hood, and you'll see it in the pictures too. And we had the seats recovered in the front, and they were the original seats, believe it or not, but they just had a couple little splits, so we went ahead and replaced those. So various work done on the car for sure, little suspension work up front, and but it's a really nice driver. It's not a show car, it's not perfect, but it's a really nice driver. The VIN number is stamped on the inner apron up front and on the door, which matches the title, and so everything's good there, which is nice to see. I haven't seen any major accidents or anything like that. There is one little spot on the back quarter panel I'll show you when I open the trunk. So with that said, we are dealers in Oregon, and it is sold as is, no warranties expressed or implied. So anyways, just walk around and I'll show you different things. The paint is probably 30 years old. They painted it in the late 80s, but you'll see a little bleed through right there across the top of the fender. You can see that from being buffed. There's going to be tons of little chips, little scratches, and different things. What I like about it though, it wasn't just painted yesterday, so what you see is what you get, which is really nice. When you look down the side, you'll see a little bit of waviness. You know, not horrible, but you'll see it when you look down the side of the car. The front valance definitely has, there's a dent here, it's dented in up here. The front valance is really cheap, so if you wanted to improve this car a little bit, a valance is like $60 or $70, and you could have that painted red. The chrome is original, so that's what's nice about this car. Not a lot of repop stuff on it in general, but you'll see a lot of little pitting and crazing on the bumpers and stuff. You'll notice headlight rings, everything lines up really nice up here actually. If you look at the hood gaps are pretty decent. You know, they're never perfect on a Mustang, but everything lines up fairly good. Maybe a little adjustment, a little wider here than on this side, but overall in pretty good shape. Headlight buckets line up fairly well. If you look across the front here, again, nice. Couple little dings up here on the trim. We'll look down the side, and I won't be able to catch everything on this car. By the way, it's really hard, and so I'll try my best. Look down the side. Again, not perfect, a little wavy. You'll see a couple little dings. There's one little small one right here. Take a look at the top of the hood here. The paint definitely has a lot of little tiny, you'll see little micro blisters. Hopefully you can see that down the side of that door a little bit on the fender. There's a chip here. This molding on here, they put on it when it was new. I kind of like it, actually. You know, that was a dealer installed. You go to the finance guy and they would sell you little packages and stuff. So it's got that door edged molding guard there. The vinyl is old. You can see it shrunk right here a little bit. Kind of a little ding right there and a chip. And you can see this is kind of, the plastic is broken. The wheels again are in great shape. 215/70 14s. Couple little bubbles right there. The ding right here, I don't know how that happened. And the little edge there on the paint. It was kind of, whatever hit it, just kind of cracked that right there. It's not Bondo or anything like that. It's just, there's a seam right there. Again, you can see paint, little chips and stuff going on. Around the wheel lip looks good. Little chip right here. Sorry, it's a little dirty. I was driving it. Tiny bubbles right there, and a couple little tiny ones here. Little chip, little micro blister. Again, the paint's old, but it's a pretty honest car, really. That's what I like about it. Gutter looks good here. Been repainted once. If you look down the side here, it looks pretty good. Tail light panel looks good. You can see here a little damage on the bumper. Little paint imperfections back here. Take a look at the trunk. Rear valance is in pretty good shape. You'll see some paint chipping right there. Reverse lights, all the lights work on it, by the way. I'll take a look down the side here. Again, little tiny blistering right up here on this. Wheel lips look nice. Right here, there's a little, I don't know, there's a little tiny wave right there in that spot. And when I lift open the trunk here in a minute, in the photos, you might not be able to see it, but I shine a light way up in here around the wheel well and stuff, and it looks really clean. So I don't see anything going on there. It's just, I just noticed a little wave right here. Take a look at the bottom of the fenders. Paint chipping off right here. I mean the bottom of the quarter. Little paint stuff. You can see here the chrome. But a lot of original stuff on this, so you can do a lot of little improvements. Little rust spot on the door. You'll see those little blisters. You know, windshield has a couple little divots. Windshield has a little, the rubber has, you can see a little gasket stuff here and a couple cracks in the rubber. I did include a headliner. It's in that box I'll show you, but the headliner's in bad shape, wrinkly and stuff like that. So if you were to re-gasket this window is when you'd want to redo the headliner. So let's take a look at the interior real fast. In nice shape overall. We did put a new dash pad in it, and we had the seats recovered, and they look nice. New rubber Ford Mustang floor mats. Sorry, they're a little dirty. The carpet was replaced when they had it painted. You'll see here, looks like a little glue or something on there. It might have had a hump hugger thing, a little console thing in here, and it messed up that. But radio isn't working. All the gauges work, actually. I'll show you those. You can see the back seat. It's original. I don't think it's been replaced. There's a headliner in the box. You can see this headliner is just wrinkly. So that needs to be replaced. I would just put a new one. I wouldn't have it restretched or anything like that. Just put a new one. If you look here, you can see inside the door jamb. Looks good. No accidents or anything like that. Look inside the jamb. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, thank you. See inside this door jamb. It looks good too. A couple little chips and stuff like that. Take a look at the door panel. Looks nice. And you'll see here, original tag. Let me grab the key real fast. I'll show you inside the trunk. If I grab the right one. Sure, I've had a little bit of cold. Here's the trunk area. I'll take all this stuff out for the photo so you can see it. Looks pretty clean. Well, it should lift some of it. You can see here. I believe that's an original gas tank. Look at that C5 ZZ. But this is all fairly nice. One little tiny hole here. But up inside the quarters, original quarters, no replacements. And back here, that looks good. tail light panel. Looks good from the inside too. I'm looking at spare tires tied down. I didn't pre-plan this, but if you look in there, there was a little damage. Probably got butted in just a little bit right here. There was a little damage right there, but that's as far as it goes. Again, look at the photos, and then that area I was talking about, there's the wheel well. See, I didn't see any damage in there. And again, original quarter panels. Up underneath here, looks good as well. This here could be cleaned up a little better, but overall, this is the only damage I've seen on the car. Their original taillight panel. You can see the trunk lid. I'll take you over here, passenger side. Probably could use new window felts and stuff too. In fairly clean interior. Doesn't smell like smoke or anything. There's the glove box. Heater works. See this jam. No accident damage in here. And we also did put a new plenium down there, and then put the new tubes that go up to the top. We didn't put a speaker in it. The radio's not working, so we'll need a new speaker there. Let's see, I'll take a look at the hood. So you just lift it right here. Here's a little 289 underneath. Factory valve covers, air cleaner, everything. Power steering as well. Has a new radiator in it as well. It's aluminum radiator. Has Petronics as well. This is actually pretty original. A lot of little things touched up. You know, the engine's been touched up a little bit, not rebuilt or anything like that. Just cleaned it up to make it look a little cleaner and nicer. We did put a new window washer in here and a motor. There's no fluid in it right now, but we did put a new little motor in it as well. I believe I talked about, we did all the brakes, put new drums on the back. The fronts have been turned. It's got new shoes and cylinders on it as well. New horns. Air cleaner is a Holley Avenger 2-barrel. You can't see it in here, but there'll be pictures of it. I don't want to take the air cleaner off doing this all with one hand. This is kind of neat up here too. You can see these paint markings up there from being original VIN number as well. And the seams are all really nice. Shock towers are nice. And you can see here, someone didn't cut. Sometimes they'll cut a hole right here for Zerk fittings, and those haven't been messed with or cut open. And then also you can see it's got its original retainers on the exhaust manifolds. So C6 engine number on the intake manifold, you'll see in the auction as well. But really clean aprons up here, you know, so that's pretty impressive. Front apron looks nice, except underneath the hood. Didn't realize we're getting almost a 20-minute video, but I don't know how else to do it sometimes. Go ahead and start it up here for you. Has an automatic choke. You can see here, oil pressure went right up. You can see here the gas gauge, temperature gauge. It's going down because it's been sitting here idling. Or not idling, it's just been sitting here, but you can see it's going down. Horn and blinkers. And then I forgot, let's see, wipers, they work. You can hear The fan works in 2 speeds. And then, I can't remember if the cigarette lighter works. We'll look there a little bit. It actually works. So that was hot. I'll take a look underneath the hood here. You know, nothing special. It's not a speed demon or anything like that. It runs nice and smooth. Let's see if I can reach. It'd be nice to have dual exhaust. That'd sound really nice. But just a stock little Mustang. If you ever want to flush the coolant out or anything like that, you can stick a hose right there. That's what that is. So hopefully that helps. It's a nice little Mustang. And again, if you have questions, give me a jingle. Make comments or whatever you like. But it's a nice little car. Come and look at it before you bid if you like to. So anyways, have a great day and thanks for taking a peek.